Dusty, I knew how confident you were coming into this fight. What happened?
I don't know, from 3 seconds on I started to get tired. You know, in the beginning it's all about to hype a fight, but restart, but in the end, there were two legends who fighting till the end, and that was the people want to see, you know. So, I think a trilogy will be nice.
All right, Dusty, congratulations on a great performance tonight. Hope to see you soon.
Hope to see you also.
6 losses and 1 draw. Fought by knockout. His height, 5.
Ik was oorspronkelijk voor plan om... dus hij bedankt in ieder geval zijn hele team. En hij zei, heeft iemand wel eens getwijfeld aan mijn fitheid? Heeft iemand wel eens getwijfeld aan of het allemaal aan kon? Hij kon het aan. Dat heeft hij bewezen. Inmiddels aangeschoven Henk Vrezer, coach van Vitesse. Jullie zaten afgelopen maandag nog samen bij Pep Talk. En je wilde er graag naartoe. Heb je genoten, Henk?
Ja, absoluut. Ik vond het vooral mooi omdat ze vooral in elkaar gewaagd waren. En vooraf had men gezegd Hesdy conditioneel sterker zou zijn. Het tegendeel bleek waar. En, dus ja, nogmaals, als leek, ik vond het een heel mooi gevecht. Tactisch heel sterk volgens mij.
Ja, en 3 keer 3 minuten is ook lekker voor het publiek, hè? Dat het gewoon op een goede manier een echt gevecht is geworden.
Ja, absoluut. Ik denk dat het precies genoeg was, als ik eerlijk moet zijn. Want ik denk dat we dat er niet meer uit te zien.
Want ja, geen van jouw spelers heeft dit gezien, neem ik aan.
Nee, daarom ben ik ook hier. Want de vorige keer had ik het gevoel dat er enkele waren wezen kijken in Oberhausen.
Echt waar?
Ja, en, dus ik denk ik moet even zelf checken.
Nou ja, goed, je hebt morgen een makkie, 2:30 tegen Ajax.
Ja, ik hoop dat we net zo gewaagd zijn aan elkaar.
Ja, laat je wel eens, je hebt in het verleden ook wel eens beelden laten zien van bepaalde dingen. Neem je hier wat van mee morgenochtend of is dat te bril?
Nou, in het algemeen, dat weten heel veel mensen niet, maar mijn spelers hebben echt heel veel respect voor andere sporters. Hè? Laatste Olympische Spelen, maar met name deze heren. Bij ons doen ze ook, op een andere manier waarschijnlijk, wat bokstraining en die weten zelf hoe zwaar het is.
Jij hebt ook genoten. We hebben dus gezien dat Badr terug is, maar we hebben ook gezien dat Gerges echt een man is met een groot hart, die we ook nog niet helemaal moeten afschrijven, toch? Hè?
Nee, het zou zonde zijn om nu tegen Gerges te zeggen van hé, je carrière is voorbij, opgesloten en doei. Nee. Hij heeft heel hard gevochten, heeft goed zijn best gedaan. Kwam net even tekort. Badr heeft gewoon aan zijn kant laten zien dat hij gewoon helemaal goed in shape is. Er zijn nog natuurlijk wat dingen waar hij aan moet gaan werken. Maar hij heeft het heel goed gedaan vandaag. Ja.
En wat leuk is, je was dus ook bij een Oberhausen 15 maanden geleden. Rico tegen Badr. Dit is een andere Badr. Dat wordt, en dat werd eigenlijk ook al aangekondigd. Rico heeft hem al eerder uitgedaagd. En Badr zegt nou, ik voel een rematch. Dus dat, met andere woorden, dat moet hem worden. Het is een andere Badr. Het wordt een echt gevecht, denk ik.
Sorry, het laatste.
Het wordt een echt gevecht tussen Rico en Badr nu, denk ik.
Ja, ik denk nogmaals in elke sport dat het fysieke gedeelte...
Dubé promised a first round KO and he is going for it for sure.
Oh, took that nice angle. I'd be surprised if these guys can keep this pace for 5 rounds if it goes. Especially the way that Dubé's swinging these hooks.
Well, as I mentioned, Gaji had no training camp, but he's expected to go 5 rounds with one of the best to ever do it.
That's what I mean about technical pressure. Like, he needs to try to wear Dubé out a bit, stay in the pocket like he's doing, grind him in, try to put him in the clinch every so often, make it a frustrating fight.
Cedric Doumbé, the welterweight world champion. His signature strike, the right cross. But his left hook ain't too bad either, is it, Joe?
Not bad. I mean, he's got good knees. Like I mentioned, it's his footwork, his angles, that unorthodox style. You can't see the punches. I mean, they come at such odd angles. His opponent, Karim Gaji, also from France. Got a karate background, so started karate at the age of 12, started kickboxing at age 27. And outside of the ring, a professional dancer, that breakdancing, you gotta think that takes a lot of skill and athleticism.
And strength.
Yeah. Some action from that round, a lot of those big, heavy punches from Doumbé, hooks, uppercuts, tried throwing a knee. But you can see Karim Gaji even getting in there, wanting to throw some bombs as well. A little bit of sloppy footwork here and there, but regaining balance, they want to throw everything with power.
So we will see a second round, much to the chagrin of Doumbé, who predicted a first-round KO. All three judges scoring that one for the champ.
Bring! Fight!
Gaji really is looking for that right low kick, but Doumbé's blocking it really well.
About half of Gaji's wins have come by knockout, so he's got power as well. Head punches so far, round one, 21 for Doumbé, 8 for Gaji.
Doumbé now sitting head to head, trying to find the big shot.
And Joe, when you know your opponent is perhaps not as good a shape as you are, what strategy did you employ?
Well, it's pressure to me. I mean, if a guy's in not good shape, you got to stay in his face. Even your presence of just being there without even throwing could be fatiguing. So you can see that's what Doumbé's trying to do. Stay in the pocket, try to wear Gaji down. So you hear now Gaji going to southpaw. You know, when I fought Gaji, he tended to do his better kicking on the southpaw and blocks better on an orthodox, and kind of seems like that's the case still today.
So Doumbé slowing down a little bit, but how could he not after a torrid pace in the opening 3 minutes? Double the strikes landed.
Sometimes the problem is when you have 4 knockouts in your last 5 fights, it feels easy. Like when you just knock someone out, you leave that fight being like, man, it's so easy. I could do this to anyone if I just touch them. So, I mean, that could be overconfidence sometimes, and they say the best knockouts come when you don't try. When you overforce a knockout, they're harder to come. So now that we see Doumbé a little bit more patience, selecting the shots, this is maybe where it'll come.
Those body shots are starting to take a toll on Gaji, who just ate a right hand.
Yeah. And some of Doumbé's best shots are as soon as you exit and your chin's up, he'll hit you.
That was a big left hook and an uppercut. Gaji firing back, but he goes down. Is it a knockdown or a slip? It
2,
is.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready? Fight!
What kind of closer will Doumbé be with 10 seconds to go here in round 2?
Oh, see Gaji a little wobbly on the legs still. He's got to survive 5 more seconds.
Another great round for Cedric Doumbé, who puts Gaji on the canvas.
Yeah, see, when he relaxed and stayed a little bit more patient and didn't overrush it, he got a good knockdown.
Glory 77, Saturday, January 30th, live on pay-per-view. It's the trilogy. Rico versus Jamal bin Sadiq for the heavyweight championship of the world. Your early thoughts on that match?
Well, I mean, that last fight was fight of the year, spectacular, but you got to think Jamal bin Sadiq looking ripped, looking in great shape, so I think this is going to be another 5-round war.
2 knockdowns so far for Doumbé. Will the third be a charm? Downstairs to the body.
Yeah, look at those overhand chopping down shots.
And that is possibly going to be it for Gaji.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, out.
It is over. Cedric Doumbé retains his welterweight championship. And a sign of good sportsmanship, he sticks his French flag and claims the country.
Yeah, he's now definitely officially the best fighter from France and still our welterweight champion. I mean, still has that power. That first round, I think he was overreaching for, but collected himself, found the shots, but it was a right hand that he has. It's how he knocked out most of his other opponents, and they come with this slight little arc that you can't really see.
Yes.
Just off of that jab, man. Countered the jab with that overhand. Boom. Touches with it every single time. He tries to mix that overhand with an uppercut, but that nice finish here with that right hook. Comes back, left hook, set up the right. All torque, all rotation. That's how you get power. When you can turn your shoulders and your body into it, you throw everything behind it. You don't have to try hard, but the weight of the punch is just too much.
And you know Bertel Kroonhart is sitting somewhere watching this. He had to pull out of the fight because of an injury. What do you think he saw here tonight?
Well, I mean, in that first round, I mean, there was a few openings that you saw. I mean, you got to think, you know, Doumbé did get hit a few times in that first round. So maybe Myrtle's thinking there's holes, but I just think people, they don't really respect that power that Doumbé has. But when he hits you, it's just those different angles. And speaking of Myrtle.
Yeah, hashtag pray for Myrtle. And we do pray for Myrtle to get back healthy.
Yeah, for sure I do. I'm praying for everyone, Todd. I want this 2020 over with.
Nice to see those two hug it out at the end. And officially the torch has been passed, as Doumbé wins again, and now he has 5 knockouts in his last 6 fights.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the knockout bug. He's feeling it. I mean, he's got to keep riding it, keep rolling with it. That's what you want.
All right, let's take you back through the highlights, Joe. A knockdown in each round for Doumbé.
Yeah, first round was pretty wild. Both of them really slugging big shots. I mean, it originally looked like Gaji wanted to come out there and kick fight, but Doumbé brought the action, brought the pressure, stayed head-to-head, and just throws these looping shots, whether they're hooks and uppercuts, throwing his body all behind them. Just gets his head out, just out of range. But when he attacks you, it's not a single shot. He likes to put his shots into combination. Stay there, mix angles, use good footwork. The punches, so he countered the counter, went right over them, and then got his knockdowns. And then look at those winging shots. And the way he throws that left hook, it sets up the right hook. Then he overthrows the right, which sets up his left, so he kind of uses the momentum.
Oh, that was the best knockout. Just kind of a, here's a quick right hand. Go have a seat.
Slip off. Don't see that overhand shot. Boom. Touches the button.
And like you said, Myrtle, Gaji did land some shots on Doumbé, but he handled them very well.
Yeah, very well. I mean, very strong, very durable still. But Doumbé was all about using his punches, winging hooks, uppercuts. Gaji did try the kicks, but the finish and the story of this fight was all about Doumbé's power punches.
95 landed strikes for Doumbé. He outlanded him.